show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with their opponents. The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 53, check 53. Watch the slant. Switch it, come on, switch it. Big grip.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Kessler. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Switch out.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. First carry for Thomas Rawls. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Minshew connecting here with DJ Shark. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready, break.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Ready.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
70, Indy. 53. You draw Corker.
Back near his goal line. Here's Kessler. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Kessler. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it backer.
Going with Smallwood running left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Kessler flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Kessler, and he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 on. 3 balls, 3 balls.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the set. Check 53. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the gun, Kessler. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like with the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
A handoff right to Rawls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
5.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew looking middle, and it's incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They start the drive with Smallwood. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kessler. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, Indy.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run with Pumphrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Kessler. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And off comes to Smallwood. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big grip.
Throwing is Kessler on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through. And
what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it? The rest of the game, that's a lot to carry around.
This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, Minshew buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Rawls. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Look at me, zipper! 58 to Mike, 58. Hey, Charlie! Hey, man, watch the boot, get it!
From the 38, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready, go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get that quarterback. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He hits Blue. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jacksonville, 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try to run with Rolls. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 47. Right here, right here. Hey, wahoo! Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. We got to get the deep grip.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. On the ground, Rolls. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Jaguars are back within a score.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on second down. Kessler, throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And some room to work. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run on the draw. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
18 Gator. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
From the red zone now, 1st down. Here's Kessler. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Kessler. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now it's Kessler. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Here's Kessler. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
17 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Now.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, let's go, let's go. It's time to come crouch. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Peterman to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
8, read.
47. I got it.
Hey! Let's go, get set.
Shoot.
5.
Peterman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Second down at the 17-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike 47. All day, plant. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. In your face.
Get it.
Throwing on second and long. Peterman. Catch made. That's the rookie tight end, Josh Oliver. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go right here now. Hey, exit.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They go.
They go with Cunningham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
90, Wolf.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ready?
From just shy of midfield, Peterman. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
on first and 10, it's Peterman. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now it's Peterman. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check.
Second down, Peterman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
Bravo. 951. Watch the twist. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Let's go, T. It's going to be a
out of the gun, Peterman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Now Sproles. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Scott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw on third down. Here's Thorson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
On 4th down, it's Thorson. Flushed out right. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. in with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, Thorson. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Set, ready? 8, read. Double time. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. Here we go. I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Jaguars 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We go. 50, plant. I got you, boy. Watch the edge.
On 1st down, Cunningham. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Peterman. He's got Swaim here as tight end outright. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Peterman. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Squeeze, double. Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go again with Scott. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Thorson on 1st and 10. Hurts over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
61, matchbox lights. 49, check 49, check 49. Pilot, 64, wait. Get it.
Now Scott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ready? Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Thorson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Watch the car. Watch the car.
Thorson, play action. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
No, not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun, it's Thorson. Well, he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Shotgun snap for Thorson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set 18 Gator.
Now Peterman on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That one intended for Benny Cunningham. But it's going to be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10 now, Peterman. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, Peterman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cunningham. 4 yards on the dump-off at second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Like, shoot.
Here's Peterman to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick, the one that time to knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Peterman. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're going on fourth down. It's Peterman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. They go.
On first down. It's Scott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, high 7. Protein spill. Ricky. Joker.
On third down, it's Thorson. And he's got Will Tye complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's just me and you.
Now Peterman. And an alley to run. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's on Cedric Abui, a first-round pick back in 2015.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Check, 47. I'm on.
Sit up. Hit it.
Now Peterman. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeAndre Hall. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Hey, tight, tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Thorson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
After the interception, here's Peterman. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Peterman to throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now it's Peterman. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Oh, you got D?
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Hit it.
Throwing once more, Peterman. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Peterman looking to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeAndre Hall. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Let's go. 30 base.
Let's go.
Hey, Echo.
March 47.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Now it's Peterman. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Peterman now going to lead his guys up to go for 2.
51 the mic, boy.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch me run.
5.
From the gun, it's Peterman. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Set. 18 Gator.
Give these traps. Let's go.
Get it.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis. And